Hey, what's up guys? It's Matt here, or mjfeldy, and today I will be comparing every single LEGO Republic Gunship set that LEGO has ever released. Of course, this does not include the miniature gunships or anything that comes in a poly bag. This is only actual LEGO sets that come in a box that are larger than play scale. So as you can see here, LEGO has come out with 4 of these gunship sets in the past, first one dating back to 2002, which is pretty insane. And honestly, that set looks pretty darn good for, coming out in 2002. But each one of these sets has gotten increasingly better as the time has gone on. And all of these sets, except for the 2008 version over here, is based off of Star Wars Attack of the Clones. The 2008 version, however, is based off of the Clone Wars TV show, and you can see a little bit different modifications there. It has the full door, so it can actually go into space, and it does not have the bubble turrets on the sides, but all of the other versions of this gunship do in fact have the bubble turrets. So real quick, I'm just going to go over all of the prices for these sets when they originally came out. So first we've got the Ultimate Collector Series Gunship, which is $350. You can purchase it right now on lego.com. Then we've got the 2013 Gunship, which released for $120, and then the 2008 version, which also released for $120, and then lastly the 2002 version, which was only $90 at the time. And it's kind of hard to compare all of these sets because, of course, you have the 3 sets over here that are all play scale or around minifigure scale. I'm not sure if it's like 100% minifigure scale, but it's around minifigure scale. And then you have the brand new UCS Gunship, which is obviously not minifigure scale or play scale. So it's going to be kind of a challenge to compare this to other sets that are, different in size. But we will do the best we can and break down all of these sets based off of the minifigure selection, the build of the set, the price range of the set, and also all of the play features. So without further ado, let's go ahead and first take a look at all of the minifigures that these sets come with. Here are the minifigures for the 2002 Republic Gunship. However, I am actually missing the helmets for all 4 of the clone troopers, so I just replaced them with Phase 2 helmets. I absolutely have no idea where the Phase 1 helmets went. And then I am also missing the 2 metallic super battle droids that also come with this set, but everything else is accurate to what you would have gotten back in 2002 if you would have purchased this set. So we do even have Jedi Bob over there, and then we also get 1 droideka, which is pretty cool, and it's actually like a buildable droideka, which honestly looks pretty decent for coming out back in 2002. But honestly, this minifigure selection is pretty amazing, especially since you get 4 clone troopers, so you actually have enough spaces to fit clone troopers in the cockpits as well as station them in the center of the gunship, which is also really nice. And then Jedi Bob is just such a classic minifigure. Absolutely love that. And then the droideka is also a nice touch. And also the super battle droids were a super cool touch because I think that was the only set that we got that coloration of super battle droids in. And it was just a really cool like blue metallic color. Moving on to the 2008 Gunship minifigures, you get a lot of Jedi and only 2 clone troopers there, but you get Obi-Wan Kenobi and Plo Koon as well as Ventress, which is super cool. I'm missing her skirt piece though, which is kind of unfortunate. I have no idea where that went either. And then we have Commander Cody as well as just a regular Phase 1 clone trooper. So the minifigure selection isn't terrible here. I just wish we would have gotten more clone troopers so that you could actually put clone troopers in all of the cockpit seats. And also maybe a clone pilot would have been another great addition for this set. Now for the 2013 Gunship minifigures, this selection is pretty great, especially since this set is from Attack of the Clones and we get a ton of minifigures from Attack of the Clones. So we have, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi there, and we have Anakin Skywalker there. He has his green lightsaber because if you remember back to Attack of the Clones, in the Geonosian arena, or actually before Anakin and Padme get to the Geonosian arena, Anakin breaks his lightsaber. So then, when all of the Jedi show up to the arena, some random Jedi gives Anakin a green lightsaber, so that's why he has a green lightsaber there. Then we have Padme there as well, and then this is one of my favorite clone troopers that LEGO has ever made. This is just a clone commander with the darkish red markings, which just looks super awesome. And then we have a clone pilot. I really wish we would have gotten 2 clone pilots so you could fill up all of your cockpit spaces, but I mean, these figures are still pretty amazing. And then last but not least, this is the UCS Gunship minifigure selection, which isn't very great, but then again, you're buying a UCS set and you're pretty much just buying the set for the build, which the build is pretty incredible. So honestly, the minifigures don't really mean that much to me when you're buying a $350 LEGO set for the build, but I'm glad that we do get minifigures, even though they're not the minifigures that everyone wanted, but we still do get an exclusive Mace Windu figure there, and then we also get a yellow clone commander, which you can also get in the new Clone Trooper Command Station Battle Pack. So now comparing all of these minifigures, I will give first place to the 2002 Gunship, I will give second place to the 2013 Gunship, I will give third place to the 2008 Gunship, and then finally, last place to the UCS Gunship. I also forgot to mention that the 2013 Gunship comes with 2 of the Super Battle Droids. I guess I just missed them when I was going over the minifigures, but yeah, definitely 2013 for second place. Now that we've gotten the minifigures out of the way, we can finally take a closer look at all of the builds for each Gunship. So first, we're going to take a look at the UCS Gunship since it is much larger than all of the other Gunships and is quite different design-wise from the Gunships. So first up, obviously, it is at a much larger scale, and these cockpit pieces are actually the same pieces as the windscreen pieces for the Jedi Interceptors, which is really cool, and I think it works really well and just makes the design of the cockpit look a lot more smooth and sort of rounded off. I really love the look at it, and obviously there's printing on that as well, and I just really like the shaping of the front of the ship with that classic lime green there in the front for the accents. These bubble turrets also look super nice and accurate, and you can even open them up and fit a minifigure in there if you like, but it won't really scale super well since the minifigures will look super tiny in this bubble turret. The interior of the UCS Gunship is also super spacious, so you can fit a ton of minifigures in there if you would like. There are also some rockets there on the doors, and you can even open the doors up just like so. It's a pretty smooth mechanism that we are used to seeing. And then the wing detail is really awesome, and they achieved all of this detail with only using one sticker right there, which is pretty sweet. And then also you get these bubble turrets on the ends of the wings, which is really nice. And you can't really, you can reach inside there if you really want to, but it's not really meant to be opened because these are the automatic lasers, and then these bubble turrets are actually manually operated. Then at the top of the gunship, we've got some other details that looks pretty smooth, and then also there's this feature with the rotating rockets here where you can actually rotate them, and they rotate in opposite directions, which is super awesome. So I love that feature and just all of the details that they put into this set to make it even more accurate to what you see in Attack of the Clones. And then we have the 2 large rockets up here as well. This gunship also does come on a stand since it is a UCS set, and I really like the way that the stand is built, and it allows for the gunship to actually sit at an angle so it actually looks like the gunship is taking off. And then on the other side, there's also space to fit the 2 minifigures that come with this set. Also, the back of the UCS gunship looks super awesome. There's a ton of super accurate detailing here, and the shaping just is super awesome, and I really enjoyed the build when this was all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
And you kind of just, wrap this all around, and it just comes together super satisfyingly, if that's even a word. And then we have this bubble turret right here in the back. It does come off sometimes, which is a little bit annoying, just like it did right there. But once again, you're just mostly going to be displaying this set anyway. And then there is actually a door that opens up right here, just like that. It's pretty simple, and it just attaches with a couple studs there at the top. The 2013 model is also roughly minifigure scale, and it offers a pretty sleek design, and I really like the pieces that they used for the cockpit pieces. They look pretty nice at this scale. Also at the front, there is this little section you can lift up, and there's some extra missiles in here for these missiles up top, which is a pretty cool feature. You can just flick all of these out. They're flick fire missiles. There's also a little interior space right here on the side, so you can stick more of your minifigures in there and clone troopers and other things like that. There's also 2 bubble turrets, one on either side, and they look just like this, so you can fit one of your clone troopers in there. And it's really nice because the fins on the back of the phase 1 clone troopers actually fit right in here, so you don't have to worry about that when you're closing it back up. Then inside you have a ton of space to fit all sorts of minifigures, which is really nice, and you have a lot of studs in the middle, so you can actually place them down so they won't be flying around when you're playing around with this set. And then the doors also open and close just like this with that simple mechanism. The back of the gunship also has this ramp that you can load down, and there is a miniature speeder, which is also cool. It saves a lot of space too, because as we take a look at the 2008 version, that set also comes with a speeder, but it takes up a lot of space. But I just really like how this one is just integrated into the ramp. It's pretty nice. And then there's also some details on the back here. You can have some storage there, and there's also this other ball turret in the back. The wings also look pretty nice, and there's another bubble turret where you can place another minifigure. There's a stickered control panel, and one thing that I just don't really like about the look of this bubble turret is I wish the print was shifted more this way, if that makes any sense, because when you're looking at it like this, you can't even really see the printing right here. So that's just kind of a nitpicky thing as well. And then one thing that's really awesome about this model in particular that none of the other models offer is actually a handle that you can pull up and fly this thing around, which is super awesome. And it's also really nice when transporting this set as well, because otherwise it's kind of awkward to carry. You kind of just have to fit your fingers in here and carry it up, which isn't always the best option. So I really enjoy this carrying handle. It's pretty nice. Next up is the 2008 version. This is based off of the Clone Wars TV show, and there are some stickers that you can put right here, but I just decided to leave them off because I think it looks a little bit better. But we do get the classic, bubble turrets right here at the bottom. They do kind of move around a lot, which is a little bit annoying. And then right here we do have the cockpits, which do open up pretty nice on those hinges, and then you can seat your minifigures in there as you wish. There's also this section at the top that opens up, and then you have a couple of these like little, I think these are bombs or like probe droids or something like that, but you got 2 of those in there, which is pretty nice as well. And then instead of bubble turrets on this one, you get an extra door here so you can close them all the way, but these doors do indeed open just like that. And then like I mentioned before, there's not a whole lot of space to fit your minifigures because it's all taken up by this little gun rack, as well as this speeder here in the back, which I don't really like, but I mean, it is nice that you get a speeder in there as well. And then you can just close up these doors just like so. At the top right here, there's also, some storage where you can put some blasters and other things like that. And then right here in this side compartment, you can open up these top flaps and take out this little back to tank, which is really odd, but you know, kind of cool that it can actually like fit in here, but I don't really know why you just need a random back to tank and a gunship, but you do get it, which is kind of cool. And you can just fit it back in there, close up the doors, and there you go. The wings also look pretty decent with some more, you know, sticker detailing, bubble turrets on the ends of the wings as well. And then you also get the flick fire missiles at the top, just like the 2013 version as well. The back of the gunship doesn't look super great. We have this ball turret in the back, just like all of the other ones. And then we have this ramp that folds down, and you can take out the speeder just like that. And then we have the OG 2002 Republic Gunship. This set is pretty good for its time. It's got the movable turrets down here, and then also the cockpit section, but it just, you know, they just come off like this because they didn't really use a ton of hinge pieces at the time. And, you know, these were pretty much the standard cockpit pieces back in 2002, but they do fit nicely on there, and you can fit your minifigures in there as well. And then something really awesome about this set that none of the other sets have, which is kind of odd, but it's also pretty cool. But you can lift up on this section in the middle and fold out the two sides of the front of the gunship, and there's a little like command station in here. And then there's also this little crate that is attached to some magnet pieces that you can store some weapons and other things like that inside here, which is pretty cool. I think there's like some tools and stuff for like maintenance inside of there, but it's really like interesting feature that, I mean, none of the other gunships have, obviously, but just something I guess they tried out in 2002. But it's a pretty decent play feature there, that it just opens up into a command station. Also, this gunship came with a lot of stickers, but they were all just like cracking and peeling off, so I just decided to clean them all off, and hopefully I get some more stickers for this set in the near future. But then on the sides, we've got these simple bubble turrets on either side, as well as on the wings with these older sort of like hinge pieces, and these do like open and close, stuff like that. You can stick your minifigures on right here to control the bubble turrets as well. There's a little control panel in there with some other space for your minifigures to stand, and then there's some racks for your blasters there as well. And there's some more storage up here that you can fit some other blasters or other things like that. At the top here, there's this little area you can fold up, kind of like the 2008 version, and you can just see some of like the engine detailing and other things like that, but you can't really store a whole lot in there or anything like that. But it is kind of cool that that opens up. Up here is this printed piece for the like torpedo or something. I don't know, it kind of just folds up like this, which is interesting. Then back here, there's not really any storage back here either, but this folds up and down. And then there is a turret in the back as well. And then the back of the gunship looks really bad, and there's not even like a ramp or anything like that. But yeah, there's just a bunch of random colored pieces, which doesn't look super great. So honestly, it's pretty hard to decide which set is the best overall. But in my opinion, if I had to choose, I would say that the UCS Gunship is definitely the best design and best looking gunship. It is way bigger than all of the other ones, but it is the best looking one. And then the best looking of these three that are all scaled similarly, I would say the 2013 has the better design, followed by the 2008 and then 2002 version. However, the 2002 version does have the best minifigures in my opinion, followed by the 2013, then the 2008, and then lastly the UCS Gunship. But that's my opinion. Of course, you guys can formulate your own opinion based on all of the information that I gave you in this video. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my comparison of every single LEGO Republic Gunship set that LEGO has ever made, all the way from 2002 to 2021. So Hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know down in the comments below which gunship you think is the best out of all 4 of these. And also make sure to leave a like on this video if you liked the video, and also consider subscribing to the channel. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.